Good evening, everybody. What's going on? Is this thing working? Haven't turned this on in a while. I don't know if anything works anymore. Let's see. It does? Oh, great. I didn't really test anything. I just kind of look at things and cross my fingers, push the button, and then wait for somebody to tell me that something's broken. But hello, I see Stacy was first. Congratulations, you are tonight's winner. Yeah, I got nothing. There's no prize. I'm sorry. I mean, you're looking at it, if you know what I mean. Granddaddy, thanks for stopping in. Rav's here. Meeting ended. Got some food. All right. So it's a good idea. Speaking of meds, I am on some meds right now. Wasn't expecting this outcome. I took some pseudoephedrine, the good sinus meds. No, I didn't get anything new. This is all OTC. That's over the counter for those that are acronym impaired. So I took some like real Sudafed, not the stuff you get in the aisle, the stuff you have to go to the pharmacy. Oh, I've been taking stuff, but I don't want to take OTC meds every single day. It's not what they're for. It's supposed to be for when you're sick, but that seems to be every day. So I don't like to take stuff. Nothing is good in large quantities, honestly. So it's something I would, I guess, ask the doctor about. I tried to make an appointment today. I popped onto the app to, schedule something, and it wouldn't even display available times. So, according to Sparkle's blog, you are one sick puppy. I wasn't aware there was a blog. Interesting. But that's fine. It's her blog. She can say what she wants. I get to say what I want on here in front of a worldwide audience. So I took pseudoephedrine, the real stuff. You have to go to the pharmacy and ask for it. You can't just get it on the shelf because people like to make stuff with it. I took Mucinex, like maximum strength. I had my bad headache earlier today because Brahms was like, hey, if you're not going to stream, I'll play some GTA later. And I was like, all right, let me get medicated and see what happens. So I took ibuprofen as well. And the stuff I took is all like 12-hour. And about an hour in, I started feeling really weird, like not on this planet anymore. So I think I accidentally made meth in my stomach. So I don't know if that's illegal or not, because technically I guess that would be manufacturing, but I really didn't have anything to do with it. It's totally legal. Because I know some people have that condition where they ferment food in their stomach and they actually get drunk off of, the food that they eat because it ferments. I remember a woman, she was pulled over and got like a DUI or something, and they finally figured out that she was drunk, technically. Hold on. Sorry, still me fighting garbage every day. So yeah, making meth out of your body is illegal, but inside is a different story. That's what I'm saying. So I think I'm good to go. If you want any, I can probably, baby bird you some if you're interested. It's like a jurisdiction. Yeah, probably. Ew. as you can see, I don't think all the stuff I took really did any good because I'm still coughing and having problems and whatnot. So I don't know. Because we know what Sparkles isn't getting for Christmas. You know, it's not even July yet. We don't really need to talk about Christmas. You know? Well, I guess it's time to play some Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I don't really have anything else to discuss other than my poor health as usual. Oh, I got a phone call today from the company that I buy most of my audio gear from. And he was just like checking in to see how my new interface was going. And we got to talking, and he's also a watcher of Twitch. And it seems like he might be interested in doing some streaming. So I hope he gives it a shot. He's into some games that I think a lot of people would watch. So my birthday is next to Christmas. So how else am I supposed to bring up my big day? Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm right next to, the 4th of July. So I'm also in the shadow. Bree. Hello. Oh, you're not last. We're just getting started. Plenty of people will be trailing in. Line around the block. How you doing, Bree? I have not been here. I hope you have not. For reasons like you probably have something better to do than sit here and stare at a blank screen waiting for me to show up. But I'm glad you're here. Are you playing anything? Is anybody playing anything these days? You were waiting? Oh no. Oh, I feel so bad. Okay, I'm over it. So we are going to be doing Vice City East, which is the island on the right, I suppose. We're going to be doing knocking off stores. Yeah, it's just me, feeling the way I do. Is just when I get my headache and I'm constantly like coughing and stuff, it's not really fun to like sit here and try and play a game and hold a conversation at the same time. I've just been watching horror movies, which is what I do essentially when I'm not streaming before I go to bed. It's what most normal people do, right? You pop on your favorite horror movie and then go to bed. Smacked Wizard. Logic is in the building. I never leave the building. I'm always in the building. I just usually turn the cameras off unless it's time to make money. And I don't mean here. I'm a horror fan. I believe Rav is also into horror. I don't know if anybody else is. Lately, I've watched some A-Myth. Hello, good morning. How have I been? You know how I've been. We talked about that. I'm here because people like A-Myth and Rav and other people randomly check in on me. They're like, hey, so you gonna play Vice City? I'm like, I don't know. And then I don't. And then I don't. And then I do. And then I don't. And then I don't. And it just keeps going like that. If I could get like several days in a row, like feeling good, this is not hard to do. It's just, if you don't stream, you don't realize how much energy it takes to play a video game and try and hold conversations with hundreds and hundreds of people. Well, I do. I mean, I miss everybody, but the good thing is I run into most of you in other streams. Most of you I see in Brahms stream, and I don't know if anybody's not following Brahms. If you see Brahms in here, you know, you should probably check him out. And Rav here. Rav's a streamer. Brahms is a streamer. I don't know. Do we have any other streamers in here? Granddaddy maybe someday again. I don't know. You streamed this weekend? Yeah, I was watching a movie. And I was watching The Grudge. It was the one with Sarah Michelle Gellar. I don't know. Not a big fan of it, honestly. I know it gets a lot of love from certain crowds. Not my favorite. Last night I watched Lake Mungo. That's an Australian horror movie. And it's really strange. There's a lot of controversy around that movie being like the scariest movie ever. And I was like, all right, I'll bite. Only Fortnite. That's what he streams, only Fortnite. So yeah, I watched Lake Mungo, and it's got a good creepy vibe going on. There was like one scene that was kind of like a minor jump scare. You stream more than Fortnite. Well, Amos said OF. I thought he meant only Fortnite. I don't know. Is that what the kids are into these days? OF? Rav's into that Hawk Tua as well. Metal Gear Solid 5. This is incredible content. Well, thank you. I don't try at all. Believe it or not. I don't try at all. Rav, that is not something I would go around typing in chat, but you do you. He did a cooking stream. Oh, OnlyFans. Ameth is on fire tonight. Totally not stalling. Why would I stall to play Vice City? I'm connecting with my community. Hey, there's Stacy. Yeah, so, I mean, what most streamers do is like when they see people complaining about stalling and content, they just, keep not playing the game. But I'm not going to do that because I actually like Vice City, and I'm going to play the game, and you're going to have to deal with it. Are we listening to music tonight, or are we listening to talk radio? Do you guys, yeah. There you go, Smack Wizard. You tell him what's up. It is good to be back, though. Like, I feel, before I hit the start streaming button, talk radio, okay. Before I hit the start streaming button and I haven't streamed in like a couple of days, I'm like, I do get nervous. I don't know. And I don't know why, because I'm not nervous, but I guess my brain is nervous. And I don't even know what I'd be nervous about because I've done this before. How come the little thingy's gone from your name? Oh, the subs are only for 1 month. So your sub has run its course. Yeah, that's okay. There's still plenty of free emotes. And absolutely nobody needs to be subbed to be here, which is probably the best part. I would never do sub only or anything like that. That's how they get you. Yeah, so just you being here is all I need. You don't need to sub. I'm just some random guy playing video games on the internet. I don't really need money for that. I'm still going to have fun either way. You think you're using it? Yeah, you should be able to go into your subscriptions on your if you know, either in the app or on the website, and it should tell you like who you're sub to, how you got the sub. Like if it was a gift sub, and it will tell you like who you got the sub from, and it should tell you how many days you have left until it runs out. But yeah, I try and put useful emotes as follower emotes just so people have things to use. Because I mean, most of my emotes are garbage anyway, so I don't want anyone paying for that stuff. Emotes are expensive. That's why I make my own. Except for the one like animated one of me waving. I paid like $5 for that on some website. Go AI. And let's get into the game. Oh, we're already in the game. Look at that. How about, is somebody going to pink me? The waving and licking emote? Yeah, you know, Argent, I swear it was Argent, was the one that said it looked like, he asked why I was licking. And then I asked him one day about it, and he's like, I don't remember saying that, but it sounds like something I would say. So, yeah, we need some Vice City pink going on here. Can't play without the pink. Remember saying that a lot? Oh, maybe it was you. I swear it was Argent, though. But your names are both blue. So, yeah. I don't know. Finally. Thank you for the pink. I still don't... It was Rav? Okay. Stacy says it was Rav. I believe Stacy. Stacy's like Sarandon. Like, Stacy does not mess around. She's all about the facts. I like that. Everyone's a joker until Stacy comes to town. Sheriff Stacy. She's not going to put up with it. Stacy, if I could, I'd give you a little star badge. You wouldn't be a mod, but you'd be the sheriff. Bandy in your own channel. I know. I would too. Rav's the kind of streamer you just want to go into and you just ban him. Can't explain it. All right. Before you joke around sometimes. Oh yeah, I know. With Jackbox, Stacy was getting loose on that game. Yeah, that's right, Amith. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, Stacy. I was like, is that really Stacy? All right. So we're going to be doing knocking off stores. Let's go into the actual game. I'm not very good at Jackbox. I gotta say, I honestly don't even really like playing it. But I just wanted to hang out with you guys, you know, because I haven't seen you in such a long time. So I was like, well, I guess I'll play Jackbox. And then we did the trivia one. That was great. I like the trivia one because I know things. And my kind of humor doesn't really work with Jackbox. You can't really do that kind of stuff. Jackbox, you need to be like elementary school level humor. I don't know. And I'm not saying it's not funny. It's just not how I typically approach trying to be funny. Zip it, yeah. I know, I did. I don't know. I wasn't really watching everyone else's progress in... How do I pretend to ban you? I thought I was about to actually ban you. Exclamation ban, and then space the name. I think if you do a slash ban, that's a real ban. Yeah, and Amith did really well. There you go. Yeah, if you do the slash, that's a real ban. Or if you click on, I don't know if you have mod tools available. If you click on the no smoking sign, I think that's also a ban. Got her. All right. So we're going to go talk radio. The one good thing about you guys saying talk radio is, like I've said this before, band is now banned. Amith, big brain. over here. Holy cow. He's been eating his Wheaties this morning. Oh, and I gotta show you guys something real quick. It's not TOS related at all. I just want to check something real quick. That's what I thought. You see what I'm seeing? Yeah. Yeah, she's there. But what's different? What's different? That's not her bed. That's not her bed. I don't know why she decided to start sleeping in that bed. But she messed everything up now. Like, all the beds are like, they're barely in frame on the one side, but she's a goof. I don't know what she's doing. It's her vacation home. Yeah. All right. It's been 7 hours. Let's play the game. You know, I got that Brahms song stuck in my head for a long time today. That's a real earworm that he came up with. Like, taking my shower, like, Brahms, we love the way you play. I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to take a shower here. I'm thinking about Brahms' song. Okay, so throughout the city, you will have noticed that a selection of shops can be entered. And usually... Oh, we got a fight. Oh, you got a song about me? Got a fight? Oh, what's going on? So I've never done these knockoff stores. Throughout the city, you've noticed that a selection of shops can be entered and usually have a member of staff standing behind the counter. You must knock off 15 specific shops to proceed. That song runs in your dreams even when a panther was chasing.
Land of opportunity, and I took mine.
You got a reservation? No,
I don't pay tax.
See me standing here?
Yeah, it's a good one. To hold up a shop, you'll need a gun. The python you received for collecting hidden packages is perfect. Take it. Then work your way through the list of shops below. To knock off a shop, simply walk inside and aim. What are you guys doing out here? That taxi just ran into the back of that SUV. He was probably checking out the ladies. Oh, we got a fight. He was rubbernecking. Oh my God, this game. You never know what's going to happen. To knock off a shop, simply walk inside and aim at the employee behind the counter by holding down R1. Do not stand in the pink glow if there is one. That's true, because that will, cause you to... I had exactly the same incident last week, except it was a bike guy. Oh yeah, you were saying you were taking your car to the body shop. So you really... So someone really did hit you. That's I didn't know why. I thought maybe you just you wanted to get some ding fixed or something. But someone actually ran into your car? You got dash cam footage? All right, yeah. We got to get that on YouTube so we can react to it. Knocking off a shop gives you a 2-star wanted level, but you should continue aiming at the shop employee to gain more cash, and a 3-star wanted level. It won't go any higher, no matter how long you hold up the clerk. The police have great difficulty entering shops, so you're relatively safe as you do this. Once you've lit up the 3 wanted stars, let go and collect all the money. If you haven't already, got it. You should find a maximum of $1,000.
more people got time, eh?
Okay. Now simply walk out of the shop and let yourself be arrested. Naturally, this clears the wanted level, but also removes your gun too. You'll have to retrieve it from the main hideout once again, but this is a lot simpler than trying to erase a 3-star wanted level at the present time. When you're back on the streets and armed, proceed to the next shop. Oh, well that makes it a lot easier. I was thinking, am I going to have to like find all the bribes and get my car sprayed? But getting arrested is going to make this a lot easier. So that's fine with me. Or for those of you that are not here regularly, I'm doing a 100% run, but I'm like I did a 100% run of Grand Theft Auto 3. I'm using a game facts guide that was written back when the game came out. Wow. I'll take that. I'll just wait for them to fight and then I'll steal their money. Anybody else? Oh, she got back up. What is going on out here? The cops even in on it.
All natural, legal fun. You want something?
All natural, legal? What? Fighting is all natural and legal. So the first shop we're going to go to is Bunch of Tools. And the ambulance hit the traffic light. Okay. Oh, no. I want that. I want that car. I'll take that.
You ain't her. Let's keep it that way.
Oh, we want K-Chat? Is K-Chat good or BCPR?
Some serious art, but to be honest, Amy, they were...
It's up to you guys. Oh, what I was saying earlier. It's good for me if you guys want to talk radio because I can't publish the songs, but I might be able to publish my VODs. So we got to go... Oops. We got to go to where the hammer is. So what I was saying is a lot of the songs, they actually block my videos on YouTube. So I have to go in and manually have them muted. And I figured out that if I mute the ones that are blocked in all territories, it partially blocks my videos only in Russia and Belarus. It's weird. Except for David Lee Roth. He's one of the banned in all territories songs. So having the chat channels on, it's not as great because, you know, we all love the music in the game, but it's good for people that might want to watch this for some reason. I don't know why you would want to watch this, but...
Right. Cool. Okay, Mr. Chesterfield, I mean, Mr. Maginot, you gotta hang in there. You're on K-Chat, and I'll be right back.
All right, where are we? We got to keep going. I'm guessing the hammer will show up. Wait, did I? Hold on. Do I have the gun? I have a gun. Okay, good. I didn't. I probably should have checked that first. I'm gonna just get all the way to the store and not have my gun. It's kind of like when you go all the way to the store and you forgot your wallet. You're like, oh man, I'll be right back. I gotta go home and grab my gun. I was gonna rob you, but I left my gun in my other pants. I'll be right back. Oh, no problem, sir. We'll be open until 8:30. Great. I only live like 20 minutes away, so. Okay. So we have to get 3 stars to have it considered a knockoff? I don't know what they call it. So we don't want to stand at the pink though. But that's where the guy is. Can we just... Camera's being a tool. I can't work like this. Okay. Stick them up. Give me all your money. That's 2. That's 3.
You morons still learn nothing. Take him down. Oh, get him. Excuse me. Police business. We have him surrounded.
Wait, this isn't getting arrested.
Excuse me, I'm a cop. You are surrounded.
What if I get in the car?
We have him surrounded.
Enough now.
Busted. There we go. I was gonna say, if I don't try and steal the car, they're just gonna kill me. When you're busted, you're returned to the nearest police station. Okay. So as far as I know, that should count as knocking off the store. Is there a stat for that? That would be nice. I don't know. These stats are different than the Grand Theft Auto 3 stats. I don't really know exactly if there is one or not. A store's knocked off. 1 out of 15. They actually do have a stat for it. Okay. We're good then. We are good to go. We just need to go. Now I need to go to, you'll only be arrested if you have a wanted level. Okay. We need to go to the unnamed jewelry shop. That's up from the pizza shop. That's not too far away. Let's grab a car. That'll do.
I'm here. Move aside.
That'll do.
Don't make me run.
Oh.
Do you have a
I
question?
didn't do anything, officer.
Oh. That didn't work out. I got busted again. And I didn't even get didn't get anywhere. In the car, there was nobody in the car, and I still couldn't steal it. But that, I guess that's what I get for trying to steal a car outside of the police station. Let's go a bit over this way. Oh, that'll do. I'll take that.
I just washed this puppy.
My dad had a car like this. It was a blue Corvette. Put K-Chat on, and we'll head over to... Where is the pizza shop? Oh, wait. Is this... This is a dead end. Oh. No, we can go around this way and then take a right.
You see, I'm an important person,
Okay,
and
we're
I
good.
especially think so. It is really important for people to see my form.
And I think this should
face
take us...
in very tight pants, or the effect is
Yeah, the pizza
ruined.
shop's here, and then
Interpretive dance cannot be
the
expressed
jewelry
in
store
baggy clothing. It's like a violin parade.
is right up
Otherwise,
here.
Why have a love story with a manatee and the lasers? It's very important.
You're kind of creepy. You're nothing like you are on the show. You're so funny there, joking with the family and putting out the...
Okay. Let's, oh, no, I screwed up. Sorry. We gotta go back and get a gun. I wish I knew where to get...
Because it's
Gun
complicated
around here.
and how tight your pants are.
I gotta
That's
remember to
not
do
true.
that.
I also discussed love and passion and a manatee and the lasers. You, my
Alright, so we
dear,
gotta go get a gun
use all
first.
three.
Every
You,
time
my
we
dear,
get
are a
busted, we lose our
Philistine. I'm
weapons.
sorry, this
But
is
we
one of the
have
most
them
degrading,
at our
debasing, horrific,
hideout.
unedifying, opportunistic things I have ever done in my life since that
I can't wait to
whole
get to
Rake's
Grand Theft
Progress
Auto
lawnmower
4. I
commercial.
only played it
I
for
feel
like an
dirty,
hour
like I just
on
sat
PS3 one time.
You did. Our
And
last guest was
I hated the
violently
driving,
ill.
but
Yes, well,
um,
such is the plight of
you know, I'll get
radio.
used to it,
Rather than grumble like
because we're gonna
Leporello or a
100% that
taxi
as well.
driver
I
about
can't
my
wait to try and
keys
find
in the back
200
seat. I
pigeons.
shall
That's gonna be...
Adieu.
Okay.
That's gonna be
thanks,
something.
Todd. Next, we have a very important guest who doesn't dance.
And the only thing in this game I'm
We'll be
concerned
back
about
right after
is
this. You're on
paramedic
K-Chat.
again. It's going to be the same deal. So let's grab our gun and, well, I guess we'll just grab a save right away while we're here. I mean, it can't hurt. I don't expect the power to go out, but it doesn't mean it won't. It just kind of does sometimes. Why? I'm looking at the armor, but for some reason in this game that doesn't always mean that that's the direction he's going to go in. Anyone out there playing Elden Ring DLC? I haven't even killed enough bosses to even get to the DLC, and based on the difficulty I'm seeing, I don't know if I could even get through it. It looks amazing though. I gotta say, like the exploration, the areas, it looks so much more fun. I got kind of bored with Elden Ring because everything is just, there's a whole lot of nothing. And it seems like it's, the DLC is like very dense. You have storms? I remember the last time you said you had storms, they came through here, and that's when we had our straight line winds, and it was like, I felt like the windows were going to blow in. It was bad. Are these like just standard T-storms, or are these the dangerous kind? I think there was just a tornado up in Wisconsin, I want to say. There's been storms in places, like, you know, tornadoes in places that I'm not used to hearing about, like close to us. That's not normal. Oh, and how's your little one doing? I don't.
There's only one thing that will save you. A highly fortified structure
Yeah,
in the shape
okay.
of the most powerful thing on the planet. Me. Degenerates will ruin this great city. And my
all right, so we're going to the jewelry store. My daughter is so excited for sparklers, and she got those snappets or whatever, like the things you throw at the ground. Like Pennsylvania is awful with fireworks. Oh, you went swimming? Awesome. Yeah, we don't have a pool this year, so she hasn't really had a chance to do much swimming. Our pool lasted several years, but it needed to be patched up. It was just one of those portable kind of pools, you know. It had a filter and everything, but something chewed through the liner while it was being stored. It should have been in a hard container, but I think it was just like in a box or something. She doesn't like fireworks. Yeah, we usually sit outside and watch them in the distance. Like, we're always surrounded by fireworks here. But she got some sparklers and some snappets or whatever they are. And I knew it was going to happen.
I read Beowulf. Well, I didn't. But
Gun joke?
But like, you're a Viking, right?
I made a joke.
Can boots give you a clue, maybe? I am a Viking, and a Viking that will not only help you unleash the
I didn't even realize
but
it.
unleash yourself. It's in my Thor's
Where
horsepower
am I?
Okay.
program.
I'm trying to get to the
I'm
jewelries.
A little confused. Well, I'm a lot confused. I was taught in school that Vikings were
Oh, sensitive ears. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I know that could be a thing. Well,
Of course, then he died of the Green Plague.
I thought that cop was coming after me.
Bloodthirsty lot, yes, but no more than anyone else, really. We're a nomadic people, Amy. We have cold fire in our
yeah,
souls.
we have some
We have
pools
that-
around here I think she could probably go to.
Now, that being said, I'll answer your
I don't really miss
question.
the
We're
pool
mostly
because I'm not much of a
Many of the
swimmer.
Vikings
I
traveled to
can
Scotland,
swim, but
and mind you, anyone
I don't know. It's, I don't know.
understand what the lot
I-
is saying. It's all a full
I understand why
pregnant
people like to
boot.
swim. I just,
It's enough to make
I
you want
mean,
to
I even
burn a
grew up with a
belly to
pool.
the
Like, I had a big
ground. That's why,
above
like
ground
centuries, I
pool,
talk about the
and
importance
I
of
rarely
communication.
went in
You
it.
see, Amy,
I'm trying to
men and women
find,
live in different worlds. We
where's
use
the
different
pizza
words.
shop?
A group of men
Did I
talk
go
about
too
what
far
they try,
north?
how to start a fire, who has the best.
Check if your printer has ink. I hope not. That stuff's expensive. Never ever use it. We got a laser printer.
So is that all there is to being a Viking? Pillaging?
No, lass, no. Pillaging and battle
It's not a
are-
color laser. It's a black and white laser, but
As long as it's poems about whacking someone
it
in a
lasts
double-handed battle
forever.
axe.
Like,
It's holding you back, Amy. In chapter 3 of my book, I talk about listening to the
I'm just trying to
bloodthirsty
find.
water
This is the
spirit.
street I was looking. I was probably right next to it.
I think I went there last night. Oh, no.
It's running
That
out.
was Malibu.
Yeah, it's such
But
a
it's the same
scam
sort of
these
thing.
days. Like,
Valhalla
the
was
ink
that
is so
golf club, wasn't
expensive.
it? So 1983.
And then even if you
But
have
what
ink,
does
if
being
like
a
one
Viking
color
have to do-
is low, it's like, you need ink. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't. It's kind of like what happened with K-cups. You know, if like you try and use third-party stuff, like it just won't work. And then people like figured out a hack to the K-cups just by, you know, taping a lid onto their machine. Yeah, you can get color laser. Yeah, all of his dirty journals. Might have a backup. What kind of... I was going to ask what you're printing, but Amith, you might be onto something. Never mind. Yeah, this is the right place, right? All right. So we got 3 stars, and then try and steal a car so they don't kill us. 1 star. 2 stars. 3 stars. We're good to go. No, don't shoot me.
I'm innocent.
I'm innocent. You saw nothing, officers.
Real smart, ain't
Oh, there we go. Your dad uses toner for his printer. Yeah, the toner for the color for the laser is what I use too. You never played this mission? Yeah, these are side missions, and it's not really a mission, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it. It's a feature of the game. If you need money, you can go into a store and rob it. But the longer you stay, I didn't grab the money this time. I forgot. The longer you stay in the store, the higher your wanted level goes up. Short circuit. I'm fine. The meth is kicking in again. So you can get money that way, but then you have to get out of here and, get rid of 3 stars. But because we're playing just to get 100%, I'm not doing like a no death run or anything. You can just knock off the store and get busted. Because I don't know if you saw this earlier. There's actually there's a stat for this. Stores knocked off. You see that right there in the middle? So there are 15 stores that have to be knocked off, and this is all stuff that has to be done just to go toward the 100%. So it's not anything that's required typically, to play the game. It's just a thing that they added. And, it adds more content, I suppose, if you want to RP as a bad guy and just go around and steal stuff. I don't know. The good thing about Vice City is it kind of it got around 22, 23 years since its release, and you're just learning this. Yeah, I think that's pretty neat, though. And that's why I want to do these 100% runs, because I never did this when I played the game when it was new. I think I knew it existed, but I never bothered to do it because it was just goofing around, So it'll be interesting to see what we can learn about these games by 100%ing them. And I see you up there, highest paramedic mission level. Oh boy. Man, I wish they would have tweaked that a bit, made it so that you didn't have to do it in a row, but it's not the case. We got to do the exact same thing we did in 3. We got to do all the levels in a row. I'm not sure how that is with Pizza Boy though. I know with Pizza Boy, you got to deliver stuff, but I don't know if you have to do that all at the same time. So, we got to go back to our hideout. Chico, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're working on 100% in Vice City. How are you doing? Managed to get through Metal Gear. And I turned out to be an elephant. I don't know if you were around for that. Got that. Oh, I want chat. I'm trying to keep the music off for now, unless people. If you guys want music on, I will do it. It's just when I upload stuff, it's gonna have to mute it. So we have to go back to our place every time. This is the only downside to it, but I kind of agree with the guide. It's better than Who put that there?
Right, by the beach. Great. Let's take a commercial break. We'll be right back with
It's better
Thor.
than
He's a real Viking.
having to try and evade and pay and spray, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to follow the guide because that's what these poles just keep popping up right in front of me. I don't know how that's happening. Alright, so we're just going to go back. We have to grab our gun before we do another knockoff. But that's 2. It's not hard to do, and honestly, I probably could get away. But, you know, we're doing a guide percent. Even though people don't like the guide all the time. Sometimes it's part of the challenge, but most of it is the challenge is me comprehending the guide, which is actually not terrible. I just can't follow directions, apparently, sometimes. I'm like, oh, it's not working. I'm doing what the guide said. And like, let's look at it again. And then I look at it and I'm like, oh, that's not what the guide said. I don't know where I came up with that, but... All right, so grab the armor. I guess we'll just grab armor all the time. And then we gotta grab the gun because we need that for actually knocking off the stores. I wonder, I guess at some point they'll probably release Elden Ring like a complete edition. I really don't like digital stuff. I don't know if people are getting smarter or not, but I'm hoping they're starting to realize that if you're buying digital stuff, you know, one day you might wake up and it's going to be gone. That happened with somebody and their mobile version of Grand Theft Auto. I don't remember which game it was, but they bought like a mobile version or whatever, and they went to go play it, and they didn't have it anymore, even though they did purchase it. And they contacted Rockstar, and I guess they changed the way you have to buy the game. They used to be able to get it through, I don't know, maybe through like the Google Play Store or something, and now you have to buy it like somewhere else. And they're like, you know, it's a different version of the game, I guess. I don't know how they're twisting it, but essentially they're saying if you want to play the game, you have to buy it again. There's nothing we can do about it. Brom slipping in unprotected. Thank you.
Jay, I'm a huge fan, man. Your book really helped me get through
I'm a huge fan of Brahms. Ran out and I gotta get... It did run out.
It's been working pretty well.
Piracy will always be an option if things start getting removed by publishers. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. I understand.
Like I hang out at the strip mall with all my boys, and she shows up.
I feel like there is a right time for it.
Yes. There was a man who asked for a night's lodging at a certain farm on the eve of
if you own something and then you don't have access to it, I feel like you are fully, you should be fully allowed to just, you know, acquire it somehow.
Sat astride a sweeping broom and began to...
I'm not...
Hello, excuse me, what the hell are you
I can't say I
talking about?
support, you know, a new game comes out and then you just wait for it to pop up to download it. Like, I do feel like,
but there's a moral at the end. Are you still
you know,
there,
you gotta
Fair
support
Jay?
the devs,
Yeah, I'm
you know.
still here.
Do you love this woman?
Yeah,
I'm all
think
about supporting
so.
the devs.
She's really special.
And
Especially in the back
and all the
seat, if you
people
know what I
that build
mean,
all
Thor.
the stuff for like the Mister and all that, like I would rather buy it directly from them than some reseller. Like those guys worked hard to do really cool stuff. They should get the money.
Let's take another call. But first, listeners, Vice City, remember, don't behead your girlfriend and take her head around on a stick.
Some people, you
you're
know,
on K-Chat with Thor.
they don't care and they'll just,
My name is TJ.
they'll steal everything.
Fresh, real fresh. Like it's been a real inspiration.
Game studios are just the... I'm really concerned about...
and that Loki brother, he's as slick as salivate. You know
I'm really
what I
concerned
mean,
about
Cooper?
in-game
In fact, me
purchases
my
and stuff
boys
like
have
that.
started a
I don't...
Thor fan club. You know what I'm rapping? We're on your vibe,
It seems to be more and more common.
Fan club. This pleases Thor very much.
Like, is that ever going to go away? I don't think so. Like, too many people are just...
Yeah, I wasn't really into school all that much.
Like, games have always been, like,
So anyway,
for kids, but all the kids that used to play are now adults with kids, and they're having to deal with that. And I don't know, are there adults out there buying stuff in games, or is it all just the kids? I would never buy anything in a game, like a skin or anything like that. I'd be like, yeah, right, I already bought the game. Unnamed food shop. Where is that?
Nah, T. We don't have any olden types around here to strap us with super flying hardware like yours.
But yeah, digital stuff scares me. I buy used physical copies or new physical copies of games. I don't buy digital games unless it's like an indie game. This is a great game. It is.
Indiscriminate pillaging. This is,
it's,
as we say, the
I don't
school
know,
of old. When I am done with
probably
the
one of the best
shall meet.
games.
Till then, beware the frost giant, TJ, and the serpent with two tongues.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Yo, brother.
Little ASMR.
That funky fresh silver helmet of yours.
Straw sipping. Unnamed food shop. I don't know where this is.
Much to teach you, wench Amy. Only if you would listen.
From Prawn Island, where you found hidden package number 44. Oh, I hate when they do that. I hate when they do that. They're like, where you found this other package, you know, days ago. Come over the bridge and into Vice City East. Keep following the road for a little while, ignoring all turnoffs, until you see a large pink and white building on the east side of the road. As you'll see, the bottom of that building is actually unmarked shop. Park closely to the door as you can. This is not helping me. You don't buy the microtransaction stuff? Yeah. I'm worried about that becoming more popular. I don't know. I guess I really shouldn't, but I feel like if you don't, is it going to take away from the game? Are they going to force you to buy stuff to enjoy the game? I don't know. I never pre-order games, and I highly recommend people just flat out stop pre-ordering. That's part of the scam right there. Not having reviews available beforehand, that's also another red flag for me for a game. Like, if you can't read a review about a game, it's kind of like you used to be able to go to Blockbuster or, you know, somewhere and rent a game. Be like, oh, this game's pretty cool. You know, I would like to continue playing this game. I'll go buy it. Or demos. I think demos are starting to make a comeback, which is good because demos back in the day were really popular, and I think they really helped to sell a lot of stuff. So if you can put out a good game with a demo, no microtransaction, it seems really easy to me to make a great game that everyone's going to love as long as the gameplay is good. If you just keep out microtransactions and be honest from the get-go, don't announce your game 5 years before it's done. There's so many things like that these studios are just not learning. I don't know. It's like, do they not pay attention to what's happening in their own industry? I don't know. It's weird. Like, I don't know who's in control anymore. The next COD will limit colorful skins so you don't have a bunch of Nicki Minaj running around the servers. I'm not sure if you should just go walking to get it now or is it something that you need to print out like immediately or what? You believe it when it happens? I believe everything when it happens and not 1 second before. Paperwork that you need. I mean, I'll be here if you need to go out and get it, I got several hours of Grand Theft Auto to do. It's going to take me probably that long just to find this next shop, And since we're here, we're at the hour mark. I want to say thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys remembering me when I don't show up. That's the thing. Like, that's not what I was getting at earlier. Like, that's not what I'm worried about. I don't know why I get nervous about hitting the live button, you know? It doesn't make sense. Like, I'm not scared of streaming, but I feel weird when I hit the button, you know? Performance anxiety. Your sister could take you to get it. It wouldn't take long. Well, why is it frustrating? Is she not willing to? Wow. Look at Ameth handing out all the compliments tonight. She doesn't want to. Rav, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know about your family. What if you do like piggyback ride? Like, you know, she takes you and then you give her one on the way back? I don't know. Save on gas. Is it far? Unnamed food shop. Look from which one's Prawn Island? Which one is? I thought Prawn Island was the. It's not marked on here. I don't remember which one. I thought Prawn Island was the one where like my house is, but I don't think we have access to that, do we? It's like 10 minutes. Oh man. Walking it's like 30. DoorDash? Yeah. Can you stop and get me some ink on the way? Sir, you ordered one tater tot.
Glitter in your eyes and waking up in a ditch next to a totaled sports car. When you make minimum wage, love conquers all. You know what I mean, Sheila?
So I gotta find.
Like I was saying, man, right? I'm an artist.
Whoa.
I ain't in this for the money. If I were,
Rav, you ever been to this store?
It's because the critics don't know.
Collar
You
and
know?
cuffs?
They stand there and they do not know. Have they ever really listened to the lyrics that bury me deep?
Where'd that car
inside?
come from?
Yeah. If the music isn't what they want.
All right, we gotta find
the
this.
songs ain't
Nope.
the right songs, you know. If things aren't in their space or whatever, right, man? You know, that's my choice. You know, because man, I
gotta
am
get-
Love Fist.
This is gonna be impossible without knowing. I'm gonna have to look up Prawn Island.
Well, you know, I ain't gonna go cry puppies just because their dog is teething, you know. As far as these idiots are concerned,
We get deliveries from
but I tell
Walmart.
you, sweetheart, I've been over to
The one time, I still laugh about this, obviously. Granddaddy went on Walmart's site, and I think she was making like tuna noodle casserole or something. I don't know. And we didn't have any potato chips, so she had Walmart deliver a bag of potato chips.
Bring
I'm
that
not
to
even
the
joking.
concert, I'll set it on fire. I ain't no Ronald
It's so
Reagan or rock,
ridiculous.
babe. Album charts are a metaphor for human isolation and the breakdown of interaction.
I felt
I
bad,
say it's time to rock, right, man?
Right.
and
That's right, because I say it is. Because, sweetheart,
the stove on.
I am Love Fist, the biggest band in the world.
potato chips not in tuna. You put the chips on the top before you bake it. You get like a nice crispy crust. So is this Prawn Island over here? I just gotta find Prawn Island. That's Starfish Island.
Great tracks.
Bake
What
it?
memories. And here
Yeah,
you say
tuna
dedicate
noodle
the album to the
casserole.
Children of the night.
You've
Who
got.
are
Come on.
they?
You live in the United States, Rav.
Let's get one thing straight here. Hello?
Yeah,
Are you
Stacy
recording
knows
here?
what's up.
This is for the record, right? Testing.
You need a moment?
Love Fist is
This is Merc,
Jez
Rav.
Torrance.
You better eat
I
some
sing
tuna
the
noodle
songs,
casserole.
Sweetheart. It's my face on the merchandise. If you see us in concert, see four men rocking.
If you wanna keep
and
those
dancing,
stars and
tears
stripes.
in their eyes, you will see I am Love Fist. He who pays the piper plays the tune.
Yeah, I didn't have white friends around
I
here.
didn't know you had a piper
Wow.
in the band.
I didn't know you
was
were so
talking
racist.
metaphorically. I'm a brilliant. Condensed meaning, enlightenment. We're a family living in Death Valley, but I walk alone.
Where? So I guess I gotta go north. This is Starfish. Oh, maybe Prawn Island's the very top, predominantly Mexican.
You know, it's part of being in a band. Like wearing makeup.
Yeah, but wasn't Percy voted Guitarist of the Year by Rap Rock Monthly?
Look, I love the whole bit of fuzzy guitar.
So you live like on a reservation or
Right?
what?
Without the torrents of abuse, love fist.
Who doesn't know what tuna noodle casserole is?
As an artist, it's
Light up a
really
cigar.
important that I make a lot of money. Right, man? You need to
Pouring
keep
cats
you
and
your frames
dogs.
and your diamonds and that, eh?
Yeah, rock on, Keith. Roger, what a trip.
Yeah, shut up.
This is not
you
where I need to go.
silly
Ugh, let's take a caller. Hello. Ooh,
We have not had rain
you're on the line.
in
Love this.
a really long time. You should. My grass is crunchy and brown. I'm not even joking. It is almost completely dead. And I told my guy that cuts my grass, I'm like, you know what? I was gonna tell you not to come, but all the weeds are still growing. So I was like, raise that sucker up and at least make a pass to chop the weeds down. But the grass is done for. So I was like, I'll leave the trimming decision up to you if you really think it needs it.
I don't like Mondays. This livens up the day. If you're asking me, if we was using batteries,
All right, so
music is reversible.
I'm trying to figure out where Prawn Island is. We gotta. You know, this arrow in this game does not point to where you are because I'm on a road moving north. Okay. The game is pointing to the grass. I have no idea where I actually am. But we need to get over. I mean, I can look at my mini map, but you know, like I mean, like in the pause map, it's kind of dumb.
Boy, do I. On the track,
So
Satan's
I'm trying to
Pillars.
figure out how. I got to make a right here. I need to get to that bridge. Oh, sorry. Whoop. I got to get to this bridge, and I think this might be Prawn Island. If it is, then we're just going to have to turn around and go back. But that's fine. At least I know where my starting point is.
Thanks, Jazz.
Like I said
Now, do you
when
think
I
it's
started this.
important
Okay,
that-
this is
well,
Prawn.
you're a great looking guy.
It's going to be boring
Your
for a while
girlfriend's
because I
cheap
got to
friend.
do all the
But do you
side
think it's
stuff, and
important
then
that rock and roll
we'll
bands
start doing
look
missions
good,
at some point.
or is it about the music?
But so, thanks for hanging out while I'm doing the boring stuff. And, you know, I don't know this map very well. I know where some stuff is, but I've never done this before. Let me go to VCPR.
Spectacular. Yes, but if you don't
The
give
guy's
money to
accent was just
VCPR, we could be thrown back to
getting
the
to me.
Stone Age.
You gonna head
Heroes
out
will
and
be
get the
set on
ink?
fire in the
Okay.
streets.
Well,
Give now. Let's
I
return
should
to
be here,
pressing
I
issues.
think.
Over to you, Maurice, in the studio. Useless, talentless asshole.
You're correct. He is an asshole.
I love those guys. Really professional and living proof that all of the best talent
Okay,
isn't on commercial networks.
I don't want this
These
guy to
people
steal
do
my
it for love,
car.
because they have integrity, just like me.
He's
We're
coming
back
right
with
for me.
pressing issues. I'm Maurice Chavez, winner of 5 public
So
radio
Brahms, what
awards
are you
in
up
the
to? Are you
Tri-City
doing
area,
some ESO,
including Best Voice. On this
CSI?
show, we take complex issues and boil them down to
R&R?
simple ones so you can understand. On this segment of the show, we are discussing morality. Since the beginning of time, man has asked questions. Why are we here? What time is it? And is there a place?
Unnamed food. Okay, so from Prawn Island, which is ESO. I don't know why you think people don't like that game. It doesn't really bother me. It seems like a fun game for you. Like you enjoy it, right? Brahms uninstalling Namath. MMOs are stream killers. Yeah. You know where I lost most of my people, I think? Playing Elden Ring. I think. I don't know. Like I was playing at the end of Dark Souls 3, there was like nobody. I was like talking to myself. I'm like, you guys wanted me to play these games. Nobody, it was crickets. So then I was like, do I really want to play Elden Ring? Like nobody seems to even care about the Souls games. I thought people liked Souls games. So I haven't gone back to Elden Ring because I don't think anyone even cares about it. And now like DLC's out, people are getting like hundreds of, 100,000 views, if you're on the top there. They draw in special. I've never played a game that brought in. I know what you mean. I never played a game that brought in like the diehards that want to backseat and stuff like that. Elden Ring gets streamed a lot, to be fair. Yeah, but when I was playing it, I started Elden Ring. When did I start Elden Ring? That was last summer. I don't know. I mean, I play what I want. It's not like people tell me what to play and then they don't show up. It's just, I don't know. So I played it offline. I played it I think I played it longer offline than I did online, meaning, streaming. I don't play Souls games online. Most niche games will draw more people, but they know everything about them. Yeah. I heard that about Undertale. That's actually how... Yeah. What's going on, Salsa? Want to see something weird? Look at this. Look at this weirdo. What's going on? And 60 recommended channels. Right now, 3 of them are playing Elden Ring. Yeah. No, I'm not going to pop up in people's recommended. That's not what I really care about. She swapped. She swapped. I don't know what is going on. I looked over. Like this little camera here is under a side table next to the love seat that I sit on. So I was sitting in my seat, which is right next to this table. Oh my God, she's blepping. What a goof. You got to see a live blep. Yeah, Rav said it was her vacation home. So I look over and I'm like, what are you doing? When it gets hot out, she likes to sleep next to that wall there. That wall faces to the west. The wall that's kind of like with the wood molding there that faces to the west. And it stays pretty cool until later in the day, until the sun comes over and starts hitting that side of the house. So I think it's cooler for her to lay against the wall. We have the air conditioning on, but it's only set at 77. Like, we're comfortable. It doesn't take much to keep us comfortable. Good for huge people, but I think MMOs are just more fun to play, not watch. Yeah, that's a thing. Like, I honestly felt that way about Dark Souls 3. I hated watching people play Dark Souls 3. And I don't know why. So when I played it, I honestly didn't really enjoy it. And I was like, oh, maybe I'm not alone. But Dark Souls 3 is it's a favorite amongst a lot of people. But yeah, she swapped. So I don't know. But she's there. She messed up the beds, so I didn't bother to fix it. I didn't want to chase her. So that's why they're kind of all over the place. TikTok, YouTube Shorts. Yeah. I guess that's a Zoomer thing. I don't know, like shorts and stuff like that. You only played Dark Souls 1 and liked it. Is Dark Souls 3 the better game? That's not a question that can be answered for you. That's something that you're going to have to discover on your own. Dark Souls 3 is a faster game. It has some improvements, I guess you could say, in combat. It's like I said, it's a faster paced type of combat. Dark Souls is all horrendous. Play Peggle. Martin, I got Peggle on this machine. It's one of the games I always have installed. I love Peggle. And I love that you said play Peggle. Heck yeah. Love me some Peggle. Dark Souls 3 is not a bad game. Like I said, some people consider it their favorite Souls game, but it also depends on what you consider a Souls game. Like, I honestly do not consider Sekiro to be a Souls game. There's not enough similarities to it compared, there's not enough similarities between it and the other Souls games. It's a FromSoft game, and it's a fighting type of From Soft game, but I don't think it's a Souls-like. Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1 through 3, Elden Ring, obviously Souls, Bloodborne, probably, but I would not put Sekiro in. It's kind of like the new what's the mech game that FromSoft, that's not Souls either. Just because FromSoft made a game doesn't mean it's a Souls game. But if you played Dark Souls 1 and you like Dark Souls 1, I don't think you would hate Dark Souls 3. I know this is like a hot take, but honestly, I like Dark Souls 1, but I really like Dark Souls 2. It has a lot of content, and it's a different kind of game. It's very obviously it's a Souls game. They made a lot of changes, but I really did not. I never even finished the DLC in 3. I did all bosses Dark Souls 1. The DLC in Dark Souls 2 is kind of BS because I don't summon, and the DLC, a lot of it was made for like summoning and stuff like that. So I just got sick of the run backs. Like, I get it. There's an annoying run back, and then you fight a boss, and I didn't really care. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I was trying to enjoy as much as I could, playing a Souls game. So for me and to enjoy it, I just decided to not play the stuff that I didn't like. Dark Souls 3 has way better DLC, but I just kind of wanted to keep moving. You summon an Elden Ring. I summoned an Elden Ring too, but it felt different. It was like there's so many options you have with summoning. Like you can customize a lot of stuff with it, and it's kind of fun. I probably could beat bosses without summoning, but I'm kind of having fun when I do summon. So, there's a lot of gatekeepers out there, for every single kind of game. And it's unfortunate that people feel they need to do that. But whenever you're playing a game, and it shouldn't have to be said, but always play the game the way you want to play it. If you want to play the game with cheats on, and that's what you enjoy, go ahead. Who cares? You bought it. Play it however you want. Does Dark Souls have impossible boss fights? I don't think even Metal Gear doesn't even have impossible boss fights. Once you know how to play the game, it's much easier, but figuring it out from scratch that's rough. I would say Dark Souls is similar. If you've never played a Souls game and you jump into it, you're going to probably hate it as much as I hated Metal Gear. Now, whether that turns you off or flips your challenge switch, like me, even though I might appear to be completely hating something, I'm not going to let it defeat me. I just have this need to want to beat it. So there are, like Chico said, there are hard bosses, and FromSoft's DLC is always harder than base game. And that's true with all of their, the games that have DLC, like Demon Souls does not have DLC. But Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 all have DLC. Bloodborne has DLC. And they're all much harder. Amith has a need to want to beat it too. Yeah, we all have that need to beat it once in a while. Beat what? I would like to get back to Elden Ring at some point, but I don't know if it's something I'm going to stream anymore. I'm kind of curious to see what happens when I stream the next game. It might be one of those games that attracts people, as you were saying, Brahms. We'll see. I like the challenge of people coming in and trying to get a rise out of me. It happened with Metal Gear. And, that's fine. People like to be like that because they're anonymous, and it's fine. I don't care. As long as they follow or sub. they can say whatever they want. But I don't ban people for that kind of stuff. There's no point. They'll just, maybe they'll come back, you know, and be cool. You never know. It's the only Souls game that you've remotely enjoyed. I enjoy them all to a degree. I would say so far, the one that I've enjoyed the least was probably Bloodborne. I only ban bots. I don't ban people. Yeah. And I enjoy the Souls games to a degree, but I'm not the type that I don't need to play them all the time and be the best at them. And I follow a really big Souls streamer, and I was a little disappointed the other day because they do challenge runs, which I love. I love to watch people do challenge runs because I'm awful. I get through the games. Anybody can get through the Souls games. That's the one thing like you have to understand. Anybody can learn to play them if they want to put the effort into it. They're not impossible. It might take some people a bit longer to understand how the game works. But after you understand it and you get to the next game, it all does work to your advantage. You know, each time you play a new game, you're going to be automatically better at it than if you never played. But he was this streamer, a rather large streamer, challenge runner. I wouldn't say he's always cool, but most of the time he seems to be pretty cool. He does get a little annoyed, but you know, he does challenge runs, and I know what it's like to be stressed out and gaming and having people saying things in chat that just rub you the wrong way. But this was about like a specific type of challenge run. He was like, oh, that type of challenge run. He's like, it's dumb. Like, I don't even do that kind of challenge run. Like, the challenge run I do is like way better. And I was just like, I don't know. I'm considering unfollowing them for saying something like that. Because that goes against like what I'm always preaching about, like not gatekeeping stuff. I hate that so much. Like, it does slightly boil my blood. So I don't know. I might unfollow him. Not that he would care. He's probably got, you know, hundreds of thousands of followers. But then I don't have to see him. He banned Mr. Kill Assist once. Yeah, Mr. Kill Assist is rarely in here. I haven't had a chance to ban him. I mean, he might be here. I'm not trying to call him out if he's here. Just saying, like, I haven't had the chance because I don't really see him pop up. You're excited to watch me play Metal Gear Solid 2? And yeah, slightly boiled. Yeah, not completely. You know, a medium boil, not fully rolling. Can't believe you're talking about unfollowing Brahms while he's here in stream. Yeah, I guess I should have thought that through, Martin. I'm sorry. Accept my apologies. I'll follow immediately. Are there two chats? I mean, if you cross your eyes, maybe. No, I only stream on Twitch. I'm not like on TikTok or anything. Is there? Did you miss something that doesn't make sense? I mean, there's a possibility that you're not seeing all the messages. You know what, Brahms, you were having that trouble, weren't you, the other day? Like when you were streaming, you were seeing stuff was like popping in chunks and stuff like that. Is this live? No, this is pre-recorded. But thanks for asking. That was actually a really good question. And I'm glad we cleared that up. And I'm not stalling. I'm just, you know, sometimes I just like to talk to adults. Just sent him Logic stream link. OBS was sending packets every 20 seconds. It's probably all right. Let's what am I doing? Oh wait, we're trying to find this unnamed food shop. Sorry about the delay. We'll get back to Vice City for those that actually want to see the game. But you've seen this game before. Yeah, you know what I mean, Stacy? Yeah. Stacy understands. Probably one of the few. It's rough out there. I mean, I'll say this. In my spare time, I've been trying to learn magic. And I tried to do something. I tried to show my daughter a trick. And, hey, Mr. Kill Assist, what's going on? Actual magic, like up close magic, cards, stuff like that. I was learning this verbal magic with. I can actually do this trick. Maybe on my birthday, if you guys want, we can do some magic together. We can all do it together. So I've been learning magic on the side. I'm actually waiting for some stuff to come. I bought some stuff. I'm learning some stuff to do with like household stuff. And I'm like, my daughter's like, hey, can you show me this thing you've been doing? I'm like, okay. So I set up the trick for her, and it's mostly done by everybody else. If you guys want to do this someday, I'm not really directly involved in it. It's more of like a mental thing for me. So I set it up, and I said, after every instruction I gave her, I was like, do you understand what I'm saying? And she was like, yes. And we got to like the final step of the trick, and I was like, okay, now do this. And she was like, she started like crying, and she was like, I don't know what to do. And I turned around, she's laying on the floor, like crying. And I'm like, okay. She was my first victim. And then tonight, Granddaddy's like, hey, why don't we do that thing that you were working on? So Granddaddy, you don't think that's how magic works? Yeah, it didn't really work out how I planned it. Ad break. And I can't see that. I can't see when the ads are playing or not. So I'll just wait then. I guess. Just tell me when they're over, because I can't see anything about ads. I don't know. There's something in my OBS, the activity feed, and it doesn't show me. It says play ad, snooze ad, but it doesn't tell me anything about the ads. 30 more seconds? Okay. Sorry. Ads are dumb, and I hate them. Even though they make me money, it's not worth this kind of stuff. And I don't typically wait for ads, but, you know, I'm not playing a game. I'm, like, trying to talk to people, so it's a little different. Now Brahms is showing up a different color. You're like periwinkle. Usually you're like a nice deep blue. Saran and salsa's like pink. Martin's back. Welcome back. If you're back, it means other people should be back too. So anyway, I tried this trick with my daughter, and she lost it because she couldn't follow it. And it was my first time attempting it with somebody else. Like I did the trick by myself, and it worked out. But it should work out no matter what. Like, so Granddaddy's like, hey, you know, let's do that trick tonight. And then I was like, well, yeah, okay. So I set it up quick for her, and I grabbed a chair and I sat facing away from her. I'm like, I'm not going to look. I'm just going to tell you things, and as long as you follow my instructions, you know, this should work out and it'll be pretty cool. And we got to the end, and I'm like, okay, and now do the final step. And she was like, okay. And I told her my thing at the end, and she was like, that's not what I have. I was like, well, it has to work. So she did something and didn't follow my instructions and messed it up. So we did it again. And I think it worked. Or did we just like redo it? She like showed me how the ending was for her, and I told her where she went wrong. So I don't know. I don't think it's a bad trick, but it's obviously one that you need to be able to follow directions for. So I'm 0 for 2. If you do it in a hot air balloon, is it considered mile high? I would say yes. I would say yes. I would. Yeah. All right, let's try and find this store. So yeah, I've been working on magic. Not a lot, but I'm still learning. I don't know why. I've been watching a lot of Penn and Teller's Fool Us, and my daughter really enjoys that stuff too. So I used to buy the Blackstone's magic at the pharmacy when I was a kid. And I've seen David Copperfield. I like magic. So I was like, you know what? Let's just learn some magic. And the stuff I'm learning is stuff I can have with me and just bust out at any time. You know, like say, you know, you're on a road trip and you got to pull over and you're at a rest stop and, you know, like, hey, you go into the bathroom and while you're standing at the urinal, you just start busting out some magic. I think that would be, you know, a real icebreaker. You do sleight of hand stuff. Yeah, I'm not learning any sleight of hand right now. Just somewhat, you know, drop a banana in the urinal. But it's fun. It's fun, but it's also like when you know how stuff works, watching other magic is less fun, but not completely, because most of this stuff is really basic and everyone knows this anyway, but I don't know. I don't mind being tricked by simple stuff. Okay, so we're coming from Prawn Island. We come over the bridge and into Vice City East. Keep following the road for a little while. Like, this is sometimes the guide could use some tweaking. Follow the road for a little while. Well, what does that mean? What if I'm going full speed? Ignoring all the turnoffs until you see a large pink and white building on the east side. Okay, let's try and find a pink and white building on the east side. I think I see it. Shouldn't be too hard.
In a book, we've got to stop looking at the stars, all this science fiction, and focus on the family.
Okay.
Now, if you really
I am going to consider that a pink and white building.
Leave us in peace, and that's a fact.
There probably are many.
I'm sorry, Maurice, but I have
but
to tell you,
I'm going to go with that one. We'll see what happens. This is kind of the trickiest part of some of these 100% runs, is figuring out where exactly you're supposed to be. I don't trust these people walking. I just ran over that lady and the cop was like, yeah, it happens.
Critics complain it's immoral to meddle in the affairs
on the
of
east,
other
is that
people
the
and
east
cultures.
side?
Pastor Richards?
Yes.
What do you make of meddling in other people's business
as you
like
see,
an
you'll see.
over-opinionated sociopath?
The bottom of the shop is at. Oh, that's it. That's actually it. Park as closely to the door as you can. Oh. That's what I mean about, like, sometimes the guide tells me what to do and I just don't do it. Why do I have to park as closely as I can? I'm not escaping. I'm getting busted.
Sleep in the freezer. Who wants to eat snow every day? Oh, I tried to help. I sent a helicopter with copies of my book, but they burned them in a pile for heat.
Oh, because the cops can get in and I won't make it.
Don't come crying when you're tired of eating penguin and it snows 18 feet a day.
Yes, but don't you think it's important?
I think it's very important to listen to me, young man. That's what makes the state of Florida great. Rather than help improve where they are, people nationwide abandon their hometowns, come down here, and shove their beliefs down everyone else's throat. That's the American way, always has been. We should send some pictures of Florida to those people in Alaska.
Do I have a Discord? Not anymore. I used to. But I got rid of it because it was just people posting that they were going live. I was like, all right, nobody really wants to talk about anything. So I just deleted it.
People don't get naked.
But yeah, I used to have a Discord.
Car, play the cello, or use sharp knives in your
like, I have a, you know, we're friends on Discord. I have a Discord account. socials, but it's just going to bring up YouTube. Socials plural. Discord used to be a thing for that, but when I got rid of Discord, I got rid of the command. I mean, everybody that I watch has a Discord, you know, and it's like, why do I need one? Like, I'm seeing the same people anyway, and I put way too much effort into it. You know, I had a lot of channels and I had all kinds of stuff going on, and it just kind of died, and it was just not worth the effort, honestly. I tried. And I didn't want to just leave it there, you know, empty. So I just nuked it. All right, so we got to block that off so we can get to 3 stars. All right, let's do this. We got 1. And a 2. And a buckle my shoe. We got it. So now we gotta get busted. I'm gonna do that by
Leave me alone, mister. You're really out of control.
what? I want to get busted, you know? Let me get in the car. There we go. I thought I followed your Discord, but then the other, you could not find it. Yeah, so it probably just automatically kicked you. I haven't had a Discord for like a year, I think. It's probably been a year. All right, so we got to get a car and get back to our place to get our gun. That should have been number 3. I know I'm going slow tonight, but you're lucky I'm even here. I guess I'll just have to try and stay medicated. Their trigger, yeah, like they don't even let me get busted. They just want to blast me. Well, well, the pain spray was just around the block. It's supposedly just faster to get busted than trying to get away from the cops. Like, because I have to do 15 of these, and I don't want to. It probably just will end up wasting time either trying to get to pain spray or trying to get rid of the wanted levels or whatever. Like getting busted is not really hurting anything. It's just, I guess, trying to cut down. Yeah, I have to go back to my place and get my weapons. I know. I don't know. Most people have their own way of doing stuff. I'm just, like I said, you know, I'm just trying to do the guide thing and... Oh, we'll steal the bus. But it's not terrible because then I get to save because I have to go back to my place. So I have to go back and get my weapons. Oh, wait.
You believe in your favorite sports team, then
And I can save the game. And
gravity, then it turns upside down on you.
I don't know.
You
There's
love
probably
your
no,
favorite
like,
TV show, then the network ends
really
it
good
with a
way.
lousy finale.
Like, I don't
You
know the
believe in
map
me,
well
and
enough
if
to
you
like
believe in
to know
something,
where
support it.
all the
It's
stuff
one thing
is.
to
And
love
yeah, I could
something,
use my
but if you
in-game
don't shower it with money, then just don't
in-game
talk to
map,
me.
but
Communism, don't make me
I don't know.
puke my guts out.
This is what I'm doing.
please.
Well, I myself love casseroles on Thanksgiving.
I
And the
assume
way
that the
to teach your
guide
children the rich history of
has me
America is
doing
through
stuff
theme
for a
parks.
reason.
I just love Pilgrim World, especially the part where you get to slaughter your own buffalo
So
and take home the
I'm
meat,
just trying to
or give the locals
trust them,
the
I
flu
guess.
while buying their land off them for
BRB,
peace.
all right.
That's what children need.
What is?
Wholesome activities that benefit the family. Now, what good is it if a kid plays Degeneratron for 5 hours? Oh, sure, he's killing space aliens.
All right. let's go grab our weapons. And then save, and then we can do the next knockoff, whatever that happens to be. The camera in here is something else. Is he, yeah, is he going to do an Amos? I know you're busy, Amos. It's fine. You can come back whenever you want. Yeah, but luckily, you know, because we found enough hidden packages, we have weapons and armor at our safe house. So yes, we're losing stuff, but I always know where to get more. The bus is gone. Oh man, we'll just grab this. All right, what's next? Dispensary. As you.
Y ahora rompemos para un commercial, pero no se me muevan porque regresamos con más música estupenda en el próximo momento que sea comercialmente posible.
Throughout human history,
I keep forgetting to grab the money after knocking the stores off.
Life, liberty, and the chance to exploit others and get one over on your fellow man. Some people say
I guess I was supposed to go to another shop after that.
We have the best
Oh well.
fried food and theme restaurants in the world to take.
So I got to go back there. Actually, we have to take off. Yeah, that's yeah.
You've got to understand the language of
That's fine.
Some call it American English. Others call
I'll put in my at least 3 hours. 2 more minutes? Okay. Sounds good, man. Whatever you can do is up to you. I don't know. Maybe I can get all these knockoff things done. We'll see.
Just listen to this vocabulary lesson.
Repito, hermana.
Girlfriend.
So I could have saved some time by actually reading ahead in the guide and doing what it told me to do, but I didn't. So now I got to go back to that other shop and try and find this other shop that they're talking about, because a lot of these shops are they're not labeled in any way. They're just kind of like, wow, this car has got some interesting handling. Yeah, they're not labeled with any signs or anything. So we gotta go. Just keep going north. 4 rows in. I haven't seen Granddaddy's progress on her. Oh wait, I wanted I haven't seen it in a while. She hasn't done it in front of me. Oh, this is the place.
My little boy asked me the other day.
Okay, so let's just stop here for a sec.
What am I supposed to say to that? Do I lie?
Yeah, we're quite the couple. She's doing you know, work on the loom. I'm learning magic. I stream. I don't know. It's pretty weird. I don't have a plan for the magic. It's not like I'm not gonna put on a show or anything. I don't know. I don't know what made me want to learn this stuff, but maybe it'll come in handy someday. Maybe I'll be like in a bank that's getting robbed. I'll be like, yo, check this out. And I'll make some cards like float or something. The guy's like, whoa. And I'll grab his gun and save the day. Yeah, well, she's using leftover yarn too. She won't let me post a picture of it until she was at a certain point. So the colors don't necessarily go together. They do, but maybe the colors that are next to each other go together, but not necessarily a couple rows in. That would be kind of like she has it all planned out. So I'll check out the Discord and I will see what you're up to. I usually do. I think I saw the last time you posted. I usually pop in there and see what's new. I don't usually say a whole lot, but at least like to see what everyone's up to. So far so good. I don't feel too bad tonight, but you know, I did take a bunch of stuff, so that's the one thing. I don't want to get into the habit of like having to take all that stuff just to stream. Okay. So, jump in your car, turn north, take the first left you can see by a blue building. Take the next left down there by a yellow wall. The shop is halfway down the row of shops. Okay, so I should have done this before. It's just tied on in random color orders. Yeah, hers,
I need mouth to mouth.
she has a plan.
Please, I might die.
Okay. Excuse me.
Okay,
I'm
here's a
only
blue
doing
building.
this
You
to
take a
save your
left,
life. I don't want to.
and then a left by a yellow wall, and it's halfway down.
It's okay to use tongues.
Get off of me! I'm happily divorced!
Shall I send him to hell, Marie?
Oh, I've seen this place.
I mean, no, you psychotic
Dispensary.
lunatic. Put that gun away. Don't.
I don't remember this being in the game back in the day. Like, I know it was, because this is the game, but I can't believe this is the stuff that, you know, Amos and, you know, I was talking about before. There's stuff in here that I just never experienced in the decades that I've been playing this game. You know, I focused on other things. You know, when you're doing missions and stuff like that, this kind of stuff is probably easy to miss. And it looks like there's even health in there. Like, that could have come in handy. You know, I don't think you can buy anything in here. Got adrenaline. Anything else? So we got health and adrenaline in here. All right. Well. Oh. Rednecks are outside with their loud vehicles, so it might get noisy in here. I don't know. And they just tarred and chipped the highway, country highway, but they just tarred and chipped it, so of course that made it even louder. I don't know if you guys all have to experience lovely tarring and chipping of roads, but it's something that's commonly done in Pennsylvania to prolong the road service. The truck drives down the road spraying a layer of tar on top of the road, and then another contraption. It's weird. It's like this thing that they drive that pulls a dump truck backwards. Like they put the dump bed up with the stone in it, and it dumps it into this stone spreader contraption. It's weird. And they put a layer of stone on top of the tar that they just sprayed down, and then they have other vehicles. It's a big train. They just drive all the way down the road. It's just big endless train of tar and stone, and then they drive over and like pack it down, and it makes a mess. There are loose stones everywhere. It smells, and it's louder. I can't remember what this game has changed from 20 years ago. Well, you know, this is the game from 20 years ago, so I'm kind of curious as to how it's changed, you know, the PC versions and Definitive Edition, you know. Wait a minute. I was going to say, I thought I had my guns. It wouldn't let me pull my gun out in that position. Yours is just tar? Wonder how they do that. Like, the way they do it here is, you know, they're spraying the tar and then the stones go down and you can just drive on it right away. I'm guessing if they do the tar, they have to wait for that to set. And it has to be, you know, it can't be raining and it has to be warm. I guess so it accepts the stones. There are some juicy mods for PC. Yeah, I usually see the modded versions if I watch Craig. Like, he plays a variation. Like, since he got a PS2, sometimes he plays the PS2 version, sometimes he plays modded PC versions. All right, let's knock this store off. One? 2 and 3. And I didn't get the money last time, so let's at least get the money. Where's the door? Can't. Oh my god, the guy no! And the guy just ran over me. Alright, does that still count? I got stuck under the guy's spoiler. You are here, yeah. Let's check stats. 4. I think that's correct. So it doesn't matter, I guess, if we get killed or busted. I think games CD to play it on PC. Don't know what the mods were supported back then. We did a music playlist running on the radio. So on PC, were you guys? Can you play any music you want? Is there an option for that? Those are amateur numbers. Yeah, we're just taking it easy. Yeah, that should be number 4. So it doesn't seem to matter if you get killed or busted. Got to pump those numbers up. Well, the pump is being used right now, so as soon as the pump is free, I'll hook it on the numbers. They sent FBI for the dispensary. Yeah. What's going on, X? I really haven't been here. All right, let's go back to our place, get our guns and stuff.
Please don't.
Winding down after stream. Yeah, I know about that. It's. Oh, I forgot I wanted to.
You all realize that gift. Make something of yourselves. Realize your dreams.
Oops, wrong chat. It happens to all of us, Browns.
It's easy. All you have to do is follow my simple
It's okay.
program on audio cassette or VHS.
Okay, not right now. This isn't a commercial.
But are you sure it's the wrong chat?
If you're not going to underwrite the station, I can let you read these blatant flux. People pay for that.
Hey, everything in life is an opportunity. When I was in jail, I got the idea for my current business. And look at me now. I got offices in Vice City, Bogota, Lebanese, and Jamaica.
Look at me now.
I can do it. I can help you make something of yourself. You could be just like me, a success.
Brown's banning himself.
Not a word from you
That's what I like to see.
It's a
He just wants to watch himself leave.
Hey, shut up. I'm warning you. This is my show. You shut your mouth.
Got mirrors everywhere.
Do not push me.
Alright, so gotta go get our weapons. We'll just save. So I guess I shouldn't really worry about getting busted or getting killed because you lose money, but I keep forgetting to grab the money when I'm busting the store. So you don't seem to really have a problem with money when you're following a guide. Wait, that's not the car. What the heck? What car is that?
Without a program, but with a beautiful message. So it says here, Vice City Civilian of the Year for
You jumped a bunch of MP3 files in a particular game folder? Oh, that's cool.
This is such a lovely studio.
Radio 42069. Radio 42069. Stupid Bollywood songs running on Vice City. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I did that with Quake. When I used to play Quake on PC, I found this box CD in my grandparents' CD tower. It was like the best of Bach. It was like Bach's greatest hits, essentially. And I used to listen to it while I played Quake, and it was perfect. It's the only way I could play Quake, and I honestly, if I still had the CD, I would probably play it that way now. The music, the mood, like it just set the mood. It was so perfect. Cookie and cream tikka masala. That's something. I'm getting stuck on absolutely every nook and cranny there. Yeah, with Quake, it would play the music. You know, Trent Reznor did the soundtrack for Quake, and it would play it right off of the CD. But I just put in one day. I don't know what made me do it. I just popped Bach in and started playing Quake, and I'm like, it's got some like, it started out with some harpsichord, and I'm like, you know what, this is actually pretty cool, and I just kept going with it. Okay, let's knock off. No, busted. It's my car. Is that not my car? Why am I busted? What in the world? I look away for 2 seconds. So we have to go back to the unnamed jewelry shop. At least I know where that is. Oh, but it's at the mall? Oh, we have to go to the mall. Okay. All right, Amith, thanks for hanging out. It's always good to see you. I hope you have a fantastic day. And I'll see you next time. Somewhere. Why do I keep getting busted? I thought this was my car. This is really irritating. Weird. Let's go to the mall. Yeah, I mean, I might still be here. You never know. I'll be here for at least another hour. Oh, I forgot. Oops. It's fine. I forgot the song. That's probably going to mute me now.
Pet stuffers, when you just can't let go. And coming soon, grandparents forever.
Oh well. It's fine. I'll just go in and mute it myself. Oh my god. Get away from me. Unbelievable. This game is action-packed. I say more so than Vice City 3. There's always something crazy happening. Dude, I got stuck on my side. Cops like running right over to me. Dude, just chill. This game is crazy.
This is K-Chat. Welcome back to the show. I'm Amy Scheckenhausen, and next up, we're going to be interviewing someone with a lot to say for herself.
All right, so
a woman who pretended to be a man and then wrote a book about it.
Let's go in the mall. Okay, where do we go? Northeast corner. On the ground floor, there should be a jewelry shop. Okay. Northeast corner. So that should be that side. So let's go in and then take a right. Okay, and is this it? I think this is it. Can I? Oh my god, camera? Camera. Okay. Let's try and remember to get the money this time. You know, I didn't get it to 3. I was trying to get around the corner so I could... What if I messed this up? I probably messed it up. I gotta do it again. I want to go around so I could get the money, but I'm gonna have to do it again. I don't think it's gonna count. I'll go around the counter and then I'll hold them up. I thought it would still be in that. All right, so where's this cop come from? That every time I get in my car, I get busted by some cop. I don't know. don't see a cop.
I bite back, bro.
Okay.
Do the American
I guess it's just RNG. All right, back to the mall. I can't wait until we can save somewhere else. Having to go all the way down here. It's fine. I don't think we're going to get all of them tonight, but I was talking a lot, so it's fine. Just trying to ease my way back in.
Then call Pet Stuffers. We'll be there within a week to pick him up, and in less than a month he'll be back as good as new. Through
Okay.
an Egyptian miracle process called
Guess the car wanted to go that way.
best friend will always be together.
It's fine.
Pet Stuffers, when you just can't let go. And coming soon, grandparents forever.
The key to feeling great is looking great, and the way to look great is to have great hair. That's great.
So we know where it is. But yeah, I probably should try and keep as much money on me as possible. We were going to have to buy buildings. I was saying that earlier, and I don't think I finished. Where Vice City actually introduces the ability to buy buildings. So you actually do have something to do with your money. Unlike Vice City or Grand Theft Auto 3, where I think I ended the game with like over $7 million and there's nothing to buy. I had every weapon at my hideout, armor, everything was at my hideout. I didn't need to buy anything. I don't know if maybe there was something they cut. Maybe they couldn't figure out how to fit everything in the game. Or if they just, I don't know what their thinking was there. Oh, yeah. $7 million worth, though? That's... Gonna need to, like, shellac that thing. One? The one good one.
Save your breath. Give up.
There we go. Got the moolah.
You ain't a cop. You're a robot. Stay away.
Check out the bulge on that guy.
Oh, did I forget to zip up? My bad. Where is the... They're running around inside the entrance to the mall just shooting. There's no cop car? You know, I could have just left by now. She looked at my bulge. Well, I guess I'm dead. I don't know. I guess you can't really get busted if you don't have a car, can you? Do they have to pull you out of the car to be busted? I don't really know. Well, let's get back, get our...
Can't do that. Don't be a wise guy.
Yeah, sometimes I really feel like the controls in 3 were better. I don't know. Maybe I'm just...
Horrifying than I imagined.
I don't know.
What did you do?
Well,
Tommy controls differently than Claude did in 3. I can't get Tommy to do what I want him to do half of the time.
So what's the name of your boat?
It'd be easier just to get to a save point. Yeah, I gotta follow the guide because they want me to do things in a certain order. I don't know why. But yeah, I mean, if I had my building... Oh my god!
So I entered the
What?
world of men.
There was nothing I could do. The car was just, it's like Christine on me.
And you haven't changed back?
He's not, yeah, that's true. He's not easily manipulated.
No, I'm not.
That's a good way of looking at it.
Amy, for God's sake, don't fall prey
I
to
like that.
patriarchy's evil fashion schemes.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, I learned a lot.
You know, I guess they were going for some kind of realism with having to save at your hideout. All they would have had to do was allow you to pull the menu up and save the game. Like, why couldn't they just do that? If I can pause the game and load a game, why can't I pause the game and save it? It's fine if you're in a mission. I understand, like, you can't save when you're in a mission, but you know, just let me save right now. That would have been done. And I'm only saving because we're here. You know, I'm here to get my weapons back, so I might as well just save. I'm not coming all the way down here just to save. I'm coming down here to get my weapons that I need for the mission. And that's it. And now we can go knock off a camera. I'm like, what do you want me to do? I can't get out. Oh, God. Where do it... just let me out of here. It's kind of like Dark Souls, and there are giant bosses that don't fit in the room. Like, they just don't... They're still doing that stuff. Like, stop making me fight their ankles. Like, that's all you do. You're fighting... They make these amazing bosses. Huge bosses in these really amazing settings. And all you can do is stab it in the ankle. I don't know. It seems kind of dumb sometimes. I like fighting. When I'm playing Souls games, I prefer to fight the more human type bosses. I feel like I'm actually doing something. When I'm just fighting a dragon or whatever monstrosity they came up with, and all I can do is chop its tail or its toenail, it doesn't really feel all that exciting, you know?
Not me, bro.
That's me. It bothers you too, yeah. The toe, yeah, I mean, it's like what, ancient, is it ancient dragon? He basically, like the cheese is you just whack him in the toe and then move out of the way, and then whack him in the toe and move out of the way, and then you just beat this giant dragon. Somebody spent, who knows, you know, how many hours, 100 hours making this dragon look amazing, and all you're doing is stabbing it in the toe. I don't know. There are some gimmick fights. Yeah. Oh, is there any money?
Easy on the blood, dude.
Camera.
Take it easy,
Oh my God, camera. I'm trying to get money. All right, I don't know if there's any money. They killed him. Yeah. We gotta get out of here. Oh, it was probably on the right thing because this was my car. Oops. What are we doing next? That was the jewelry shop in the mall. Now we're gonna do tooled up as you. Oh man, I screwed up. There's a bunch of stuff we were supposed to do at the mall. This is, I usually read ahead, and I haven't been. All the rest of the stuff is all in the mall. All we had to do was run from one store to another. Okay, well, so tooled up, and then gash, and then vinyl countdown. I love the name of that. I hope there's a real place called Vinyl Countdown, because I would shop there if it was in, you know, within a reasonable distance. Waiting to get picked up by a taxi. Your mom came with you. How nice. So you got the, I don't even want to know how much ink costs these days. I know, as far as I know, it's like the most expensive liquid, like, I don't know if they just mean like civilian liquid or whatever, or like compared to like gas, it's like, it's way more expensive per gallon. Illegal civilian liquid. Yeah. So we gotta go back to the mall, unfortunately, because I didn't read ahead. And I normally do. I don't know why. I'm just not here. Like, I don't know why the medication that I took should not make me feel weird, but I felt like I left the planet, and it was just Sudafed and Mucinex and like ibuprofen, and it's 12-hour medicine. Like, it's all, well, I don't know, not the ibuprofen, but the other two are 12-hour.
That lady, as I bet she likes to be known, is really a self-hater, a failure in the man's world. Yeah, why, I bet she's never even attacked a man with a vat of boiling oil.
All right, so we should be able to get the last 3 pretty quickly. So we can't do all 15 at one time, it seems. Smoke it or snort it? Just right down the hatch. Right down the hatch. All the magic happens in the gut. Yeah, and the one pill, I think it's the Mucinex, maximum strength, like DX or whatever, I don't know. It is massive. It's like an inch long and I don't know, like 3/8 of an inch thick. It's huge. Can hardly get it up there. Yeah, Rav's waiting for a taxi. Okay, so tooled up is, oh, you can see where they are. Okay, I was gonna say, I hope I grabbed, oh, there's an ammunition here. If I got a weapon, I could have just gone in there. So so tooled up, gash, and vinyl countdown is what we're gonna try and do. Who's got a taxi emote? That's global? Taxi bro? Better Twitch global emote. I don't think I've ever seen that. It's pretty fancy. I've got Crazy Taxi on the Dreamcast, but I don't know if that would be a very fun stream game. I tried doing Jet Set Radio or Jet Grind Radio, whatever it is on Dreamcast, and man, I was like really expecting it to be amazing. There's even a remake coming out, and I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. Maybe I have to revisit it, and maybe it'll make more sense to me. It seems to be a much loved game, and it just wasn't landing. Forgot there's stuff to do outside at night? Uh-oh. We're never going to see Rav again. All right, so how are we going to do this? All right, so when we come out of here, we've got to go for the escalators. And go for gash. As you exit tooled up, look south and spot 2 escalators. The ground floor entrance to the shop is directly behind. Oh, it's behind the escalators. The clerk is standing just on the left as you enter. Gash, yeah. Okay. I think I can pause in between this, so I just got to get in there without... I don't want to trigger the sale here. Can I get on this? I'm stuck on... Hey, yo, I would totally do that if I knew there was a guaranteed money account. You know, I think I talked about this with Maddie one night. I was like, you know, if I was a girl streamer, I would totally exploit myself. It'd be kind of dumb not to, honestly. I would totally do it.
You understand what this is?
All right. Oh, we're standing right in the money. He's just putting it right in our pocket. Sir, that's not my pocket. All right.
Stay away from me.
So let's... The clerk. I don't know how you know. Been here before. As you let's see, spot. See, like, how do I know? Like, do they all just count now as knockoffs because I already have the 3 stars? Yeah, I would definitely do that. I don't know if I do like the hot tub thing because I don't really like swimming and stuff like that, but definitely do some like bikini gaming or something. I don't know. Why not? People that are mad about it are just jealous, you know? You don't have to watch. Don't watch. Okay, final countdown is walk up the twin escalators inside the gas shop. Turn left as you exit. Sprint right around the raised path, passing all the closed shops. All right, this is getting complicated.
I did your wife, you poor bastard.
Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Set up a tub in your room with all sorts of inflatables, bananas, eggplants, squash. It'd float around in the pool. Write people's names on them. Oh, that's a good idea. Rob, did you get a new phone? Is that your burner number? I'd watch. I'd still watch. I mean, if you did that now, I'd watch. I know I have seen some guys doing it, I guess maybe as a joke or whatever, but it doesn't work that way. You have a burner phone too? I guess I technically do. I've got a lot of old phones. I don't know what to do with them. Like, what do you do with an old phone when you get a new phone? I just throw it in a tote in the basement. And I don't know. Sing that number? I'll probably get banned. They'll be like, wow. Tommy Two-Tone is going to call me right up. Would not be happy about that. Sing that number. You trying to get me banned? Okay. Gotta think about this. Okay, we gotta left as we exit. Wait. Yeah. Surefire has your real phone number. I think Rav is the only person I think has my real phone number. You have my real name and address. Yeah. Only a few people really know who I am. And I think X is the only other. It's Jenny's phone number. Jenny. Where the heck did that come from? It's not even a cat hair. That's like way longer than a cat hair. Just like... I don't know. A unicorn hair? I don't know. I did watch... I watched The Grudge the other night. Just made me think about that. Like maybe I'm actually in a horror movie. Walrus whisker. Yeah, the Charlie, his eyebrows look like they could be from a walrus. They're huge. All right, so we got to exit the shop, sprint. So go left, sprint around the raised path. I don't know what that means, but I guess that'll make sense. There's a rampage icon in the flower bed. The shop should be to the left of the rampage icon. I'll be waiting. Taxi's still not here. I've only been in a taxi once, I think. Oh no, I lied twice. The first time I was a kid, and I went with my dad to Kennedy Airport in New York to drop somebody off. And if you leave your car parked at Kennedy Airport, as soon as you get out of it, they drive a tow truck over, pick it up, and take it. Like, they just sit there waiting for people to get out of their cars so they can tow them. So he wanted to leave me in the van by myself. I was probably like, I don't know, 8. I don't remember how old I was. I was like, no, I'm not going to stay in the van by myself. He's like, you can lock it. Like, they'd probably tow me in the van. Yeah, I'll be right there, Ev. I'll grab a cheetah. So I went with him we were just dropping some people off, and I came back out and the van was gone. So we asked around like, oh, where did it go? And they're like, oh, it was towed. Where is that? And like, oh, you have to, there's a lot over by the employees parking lot. That's where they towed it to. So we got into a taxi and the guy was taking us, well, supposedly taking us to this car lot where they towed our van to. It was a company van. My dad used to do driving for the company that he worked for. He wasn't technically their driver. It was just something that he did for them. So I used to go with him sometimes, just drive it around. And so we got in the taxi and we got to this junction, and it was like employee parking lot pointing one way and something else pointing another way. And the guy was trying to take us for a ride, to rack up the meter. I was like, and I got to remember, like, I'm like 8 or something. I'm like, the employee parking lot it says it's over there, like to the left or whatever. And the guy was like, oh yeah. It's over there. So then he turned and we got there and we got the van back. But the guy was going to take us like the long way, which probably would have been like an entire lap around Kennedy Airport. Yeah. So that was the one time I was in a taxi. And then the only other time I can think of was when we were in Scotland and we missed we didn't miss our flight. Our flight didn't exist and we had to run around like idiots through London. And we jumped in a black cab in London and we drove like, I don't know, 50 feet down the road. We didn't know where we were going. So we got a cab and we told the guy where we needed to go. And he drove for like 10 seconds and stopped and we got out. We're like, oh, that was dumb. But That was like my second taxi ride. It was in another country. So yeah, I don't really do I don't do a lot of taxis. Now my wife has more experience because she used to travel for work, so she did a lot of Ubering and stuff like that. I don't think I've ever been in an Uber, and I don't ever plan to. Like Uber and Airbnb are things on my what's the opposite of a bucket list? They're in that container. Uber and Airbnb. They're in the never touch this container. They're in the lockbox. They're in the safe. I don't know. Wherever you put that stuff. All right, let's try. All right, left. Raised path. I don't know what that means. That guy's an idiot. And there should be a flower bed with a rampage in it. And it should be to the left of that. I don't know what this game is talking about. Oh, there's the rampage.
No wonder you ended up being a cop.
Oh, Vinyl Countdown. Okay. I can't get in the store, game. Jesus. How do I get behind the counter? Just waiting for some money here. I am surrounded. Surrounded by glass because I'm stuck in the building. Oh, I'm down to 18 health. Down to 18 health. I'm just going to end up dying. I thought maybe I could get busted, but this is America. Shoot first, ask questions later. Or just never.
Like guys in uniform, pal. What are you doing?
Oh, we made it outside.
As long as it ain't Sheila or something.
Let's get out of here. I know this is not going to work out,
I don't know, love. You tell me.
but we're just going to make a run for it.
Your name is Mr. Zoo, and now you're saying your name is Pat Flanagan.
Oh, they set up the
You're saying it's Sheila?
roadblocks. That's pretty cool.
Sheila. That's a Sheila's name. It's an Australian joke.
The Australian accent is so bad. I never realized that.
I guess not, sweetheart.
Okay, well, moving on. You're Mr. Zoo.
And I am.
Cool.
I really don't think that's an Australian accent.
Name for yourself.
You know, I was watching, like I was saying, I've been watching a lot of Penn and Teller fool us, and there was some girl came on to do some magic, and she said she was from the UK, but when she was talking, she sounded like Australian. It was so bizarre. So I'm trying to figure out what British accent sounds Australian, because I don't think they sound the same. Oh wow, I got out instantly. So welcome back, Ameth. See, you made it. I just robbed the last store, so I figured I might as well just try and get away. I don't know.
Well, sort of gynecalistically speaking.
I'm trying to figure out though is if I save, am I going to be saved in a wanted state, or does the wanted level go away if you make it back to your safe house?
You ain't married, are you?
No, I just split up from my boyfriend.
Oh my god, get in the building. Oh. They can't come in here. Like, this is an interior. They can still shoot me though. Interesting. Let's go up and grab the armor.
That guy's in uniform, pal.
We still have our weapon. I'm thinking that, well, I haven't saved yet, Amith. I'm inside, but I haven't saved yet. Let's see what happens. Save the current game. Okay. I'll save it in the second position, just for fun. If it works, then, you know, we learned. You could be right. And maybe it lets you save, but you're still wanted, you know? Ah, yeah. It doesn't clear it. I think, like, if you would change outfits, you know, if we had the mansion, so we were both right, in a way. You can save, but it doesn't fix anything. Okay, that's... Yeah, and I don't have any other clothing to change into. I'm pretty sure at the mansion you have, like, outfits and stuff.
Still learned nothing.
So, the fact that they can't get in here means we're like perpetually wanted as long as we stay in here. So I guess we'll just go out and get busted. Because I was kind of hoping my stars would go away because, you know, when you save, like, time passes, right? I was thinking maybe as time passed, the stars would just go away.
I see him.
That cop... that cop doesn't care. Alright, so... they don't have a warrant to enter my property? That doesn't typically stop the police here. It's been proven many times. A lot of people have been killed recently by oopsing into the wrong apartment. I think the one woman died from, like, fright. They went into the wrong apartment and she just died. Sometimes they bust in and shoot you, but sometimes they just scare you to death. Alright, let's go save for real. Don't worry, bro. I was gonna say your car is in good hands, but then I just hit 2 poles, so it's not true.
Hey, listen, I wrote a haiku. Oh, the red daisy, flowers retain all happiness, sunshine, yay, sunshine.
You sound like you'd enjoy my program Motivate, Demonstrate, then Motivate Again. Nobody ever complained about that program. You hug people and you laugh like you never laughed before.
Let's get back to the topic at hand, eh? I've had enough of this weirdness.
Yeah, like, that kind of stuff is not something I'm particularly concerned about, like, on a daily basis. But,
I don't think anything awful has happened to me.
it's completely possible for that to happen, even here. Oh, sorry, wrong address. I think when that kind of stuff happens, like, if they, like, break your door down, that's your problem. Like, you have to pay to have that fixed and all that kind of stuff. Here they see the person who bribed the least as the perpetrator. Yeah, that's one thing that worries me about traveling is I don't know all the tricks. And I don't mean, like, necessarily coming to where you live, but just in general, like, outside of the United States. I've been to Canada. Like, I can handle myself in Canada. I can handle myself pretty much anywhere in the US for the most part. I've been in some situations traveling across the country where I've had to show a little bit of I don't want to say force, but I had to I had to puff my chest out a little bit just to get some people to move on. Oh, you don't want to know, Amith. I think we were talking about that earlier. But going to know, like, I have a friend that traveled through Europe, and the stories he told me of just like surviving. I wouldn't be prepared for stuff like that. Knowing what to look for, like that's why I watch Carl Rock's videos about traveling. He has all these like tips, and I'm like, it does not make me want to go there if I have to like learn how not to get scammed everywhere I go. Like that's all I'm going to be thinking about. That's not something that we have to deal with on a regular basis. We might have problems, but like getting scammed is never on my mind here. Unless it's, a phone call from Microsoft support asking for, $300 to fix my computer. I'm like, nice try. That's about it. All right, we should have 8 shops knocked off, and if it didn't work, it's because we knocked off shops in the mall, like one after another. If it did work, it means that if you have 3 wanted stars, I suppose, you can knock off stores as long as you have 3 wanted stars, and it counts. I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing some random stuff out there. Maybe there are parts of the country that is a concern. It's a big country. Like missions, not real missions yet. No. The next thing is going to be Pizza Boy. I do not look forward to doing Pizza Boy. So here's what we have coming up next. As long as we have, we've got a lot of side stuff to do before we start missions. Unfortunately. And, I'm not the fastest gamer in the world, so it is going to take a while. But, we got through Grand Theft Auto 3. It'll happen. I'll try and take more drugs. Okay, so we got the 8. It worked out. So if you have... I accidentally tapped my phone. I thought maybe I muted myself. So if you have 3 stars and you knock off a store, it counts. But it seems like you have to do, I guess there's 15 total. So there must be 7 more on the other island that we can't get to yet. I don't know. I didn't even know most of these stores existed. Amith, did you know about these stores? I know we were talking about stuff that we didn't know was in this game. All these stores, I mean, the stores in the mall, yes. I mean, I knew they were there, but I don't think I ever went in. They don't sell anything, so why would I go in there? I don't know. So it looks like we have to do Pizza Boy. We got 15-ish minutes. I don't know. Oh, this is like paramedic. It all has to be done in one shot. You don't remember all the stores? Yeah, I remember some of them existing, like at least the malls, but I don't remember the ones around the city, like the jewelry store and that one. Gashed, I remember. You're here listening, rubbing little one's back. Okay. La da da, la da da, la da da da, la da da. Is that helping? Just went into one where the missions took us. Yeah, that's pretty much what I did too. Stop singing my song. All right, so Pizza Boy. This is probably not going to be a 15-minute job, but I guess we can get some practice in. I don't know if you guys know what Pizza Boy is, but you have to deliver pizzas to people in, you know, a certain amount of time. So you basically, you roll up on them and you do your side view and you chuck a pizza at them. And it's kind of like paramedic. You've got to do all of the pizza orders in a row. You know, you can't just do one and then start over and do another one. You have 5 minutes to deliver pizza to a customer who will be marked on your map, as they could be anywhere. Check the start map to plan your route. Drive to that spot as quickly and safely as you can. Slow down as you approach. Hold down either L2 or R2, depending on what side they're on, and tap circle to fire a pizza at their feet as you pass. You do not need to be overly accurate, but check and see if the person is going for his pizza before driving off. Gap, yeah, the gap. Yeah, there could be. I don't know. I don't remember all the names. Is that in Vice City, or is the Screw This? Is that in here? But yeah, Gash. For some reason that one always stood out. Oh, I was just singing to you. Okay. Well, it's good to know that. I'm glad you have a headset on, because when Brahms was playing that Crime Boss game earlier, I was getting ready. It was like, you know, I got out of the shower and Brahms is playing this game and they're like MF this and F that, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna be able to put that on when I go out there. But I think Brahms ended up it was just me in the bathroom. It was fine. But I was just gonna say, like, if I put you on, I'd have to mute it. But you know, it happens. It was a trashy stream. It's just a game, you know. It happens. It happens in my games too. But my daughter doesn't watch my streams because she's sleeping. Okay. So I guess we'll do some pizza practice. Not in the dark, though. All right, I'm going to save again. When's the last time? I'll do a couple saves. And at least get a decent start time. She's struggling to go to sleep tonight. Yeah, we had a very small period of the sleep thing, and I don't know how we got away with it, but I think the hardest part was getting rid of any kind of sleep aid, like a pacifier. Like when we got rid of the pacifier, it wasn't as bad as I've heard, but maybe it's because people would give in and give it back. It took a few nights without it, but she made it through. And as a baby, we had her in a sleep suit. It's like essentially like a straitjacket for babies. Like you strap them in this thing. It's like really thick. It's a wearable blanket. Their legs go in and their arms are like forced out to the side a bit. Like they can't roll over when they're wearing it. A sleep sack. Yeah. It wasn't a sack, but I know what you're talking about. But it was like really thick. Is that the name? I don't remember the name of it. Maybe it is sack. You want to yell? Anybody sleeps in one of those? He had to go to confession after that stream, but we gave it to, I think it was like a stepbrother of mine or something. And they were like, wow, this thing's amazing. I was like, I know. I couldn't believe it. I would hate to be in something like that as an adult, like not be able to move and like zipped into this thing. And it was great. You want to yell? Why, did you get the wrong ink? Use them for a while? Yeah, we used them. We only used like one size. or whatever. We didn't like keep her in it for very long, but it was pretty great. This was like, I mean, she was like essentially like baby Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Like it was really thick and she couldn't roll over.
I don't enter the lottery. You could. Damn, you two help me here.
I think he's great. I think he's really sweet.
So we go on to the, where is this? I don't remember being on this island. I thought this was only on the second island. I mean, you guys can, you know, there's no restrictions on what you guys can say in chat. I try and keep it clean, but you guys can talk about whatever you want. He got Canon ink for his HP printer. Oh, man. All right, so I guess we'll go find the pizza shop, but I'm trying to remember.
You look like you sell drugs to people. You're a joke, buddy, a bad joke.
Oh, now this is getting personal. I come on your cheap-ass show, I spare my valuable
Yeah,
time,
rubbing the back
I cancel several
is
important speaking engagements.
it's a good
I
trick.
talk to thousands of VIPs in order to spread a message of hope. And this is how I get treated. I get insulted by a man with dandruff. I get slandered by a guy who couldn't amuse a birthday party of 9-year-olds.
We gotta find the pizza shop and see if there's a
This is not volunteer
pizza
radio.
bike.
I earn a salary.
How much? How much do you earn, Chavez? Big man, tough guy with a microphone and a cheap jacket, and a look that says my
She
highest
asked
hope in
you.
life is to work in a bookstore? I'm a go-getter. You're a cheapskate.
You're a fraud with nothing to tell people and no way of helping
Well.
people.
Excellent. I'm really loving this. I hope one of them gets killed.
Shut up, dork.
All the
Now we
bunnies are
just
stabbing each other.
Shut up. I have a
tell our
condo,
daughter to
I
like
have a hot tub, I
read a
vacation
book
in
or
Aruba.
something if she can't sleep.
Vacation is not a verb, moron.
Yes, it is, because I'm a VIP. I'm very important. And I'm a teacher, a wise man, not an opinionated
I would tell her to
troll, a
like
naysayer sitting on
count
the side of
cats
life,
jumping over her
criticizing
bed or
others,
something.
while all
I
he
don't
can
know.
do is
But
get a
it
crappy
really,
gig
it's not
down at a
something
moron station. A man
that we
who
have
lives
to
with his
address
father.
all that often. I'm trying to remember the last time that was a problem, and
You know how good
it
feels
wasn't
to be me? You have any idea,
recent.
any idea at all how great it feels to wake up and realize you're a rich and talented, important person, and in a waterbed with mirrors on the ceiling and more girls than you can imagine.
What's going
Anytime I
what's
step
going
outside
on?
the door, I can choose which car to drive. If I choose to drive, I have 5 chauffeurs.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
Sweep it under the carpet. That's my motto. If I can't see it, it's not there.
Raph, what's going
I
on?
hate to burst your
What are you
bubble,
raging about?
but I know you live in a very small
I don't-
apartment
did I
overlooking
miss
the
something?
gasworks. You ain't a big shot.
You
You
said
ain't
you
even a
wanted to
medium
yell.
shot. You're an asshole. A creepy jailbird who doesn't know
I
the
have a message. I can save lives. I'm a savior, my friend. I have a gift for communication. And this is how I get treated. I get insulted, I get paired with a pair of retards, a guy
Is
who's
he
afraid of
okay?
the
He
sun,
redeemed
and a
rage
girl
4
goes
times
up
in a
to the
row.
eyeballs
I'm
on
gonna
the
guess no.
antidepressants. Sweetheart,
But
I
that's
can
just
get
me.
something much better.
These pills are very strong today. Maybe I took too much accidentally. Oh well.
This chick is out of her mind. I thought I was going to get to help people on the radio, to demonstrate my program, to help you, Chavez. Those people on the phone said you were a desperate, lonely man on the edge.
Alright, we get 5 minutes.
Leave right now.
So,
Get out of my
there is a
studio.
pizza.
Go get your own
That's the
radio.
bike.
Go
So
pay
I didn't
some other
realize there was
people.
one on this
I'm not
on this island. I'm pretty sure he was home. He was getting the printer ready. All right, so here's our bike. The Well-Stacked Pizza Company. All right. It's pretty nice. I mean, it kind of looks like something Pee Wee Herman would ride, but it's not bad. I wanted a scooter at one time. I had a couple motorcycles, but sometimes I just wanted to, twist and go. Anybody out there ride motorcycles? I had a Yamaha Virago, and I had a Daisy Does. And then I had a brand new bike. I bought a Kawasaki Versys. I don't remember what year that was. 2000. I don't remember what year that was. I don't know. I don't know. It kind of looks like Pee Wee's scooter. Rav, use your words. What's going on? Should I bring you a pizza? You want a pizza? You need to take another pill? Okay. What in the world? That was a dirt bike. I was like, okay, we have full health. We have 5 minutes. What is the goal here? You must get to level 10. Oh my god. This is gonna be something. Every time you get back, the amount of customers will increase by 1, but the time limit never goes beyond 5 minutes. You must get up to level 10, where you'll need to serve 10 customers in 5 minutes. What makes this different from taxi missions, and therefore much harder, is you must do this in one go. If you run out of time, or killed, or arrested, you start over from square one. Always use your start map to plan the most economical route. Preparation is everything here. Put people into groups. Start with those furthest away. Unsurprisingly, the most important thing is how to drive a moped without crashing every 3 seconds. If you fly off the bike, just get back on quickly. When you come back to restock your pizzas, get going again as soon as you see the stock level jump back to... Oh, you only get 6 pizzas. So when you get to levels 7, 8, 9, and 10, you actually have to come back and get more pizza. You can't really afford to miss. Take special care to avoid upsetting the police, as on a moped you're very vulnerable. Alright, what's going on? Print out the papers your sister told me to print out. Showed she was raising her voice, me saying, no, it's not what you're supposed to print, even though that's what they literally told you to print. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just... Oh, she's there. She's just in the corner. Tell them to print it. I'm just glad the printer works. I was worried that maybe, just for Rav, I do have to get out of here. We're not going to have time to do this. It's going to take forever. I don't even have time to practice, but let's see if I can at least get her. I can't go down anymore. That's what she said. Yeah, it doesn't tilt any more than that. So that's the best I can do. Yeah, that's where she typically lays when it's really warm. I don't know why she started sleeping in the wrong bed, but right, I'm gonna get out of here anyway, so you're not gonna miss anything. I gotta try and get this somewhat centered again. I'll have to fix it later. But yeah, this pizza boy is gonna be as bad as a paramedic, so I'm not gonna start it now. But this is what we have to do. I mean, I'll get on the bike. I'll just show you. So you got 6 pizzas. So this is what it's like. So we gotta find this person. You got 5 minutes. So they're right over here.
When you're fighting the war against personal hygiene, bring out the heavy artillery. This Friday night, it's
and then we got a circle. All right, so that's it. That's level 1. And then you got to go back to the pizza shop.
Just the 5 of us. After a mix-up at the adoption agency,
and get your next order.
No wasting time this time, pal. Come on, you lazy bastard. Deliver this crap on time.
All right, so there's our 2. So it does show you where they are, which is good. Thanks for the cat cam. I saw you do cat cam. That's why I put that there. When I do anything extra, like pan the camera like that, I totally forget that it's even on. Can't tell you why. It just, I just had to make a command so that somebody could turn it off for me because I knew it would happen. I know myself. So that's this is Pizza Boy. It's not too bad on the earlier levels, but once it gets up where you have to go back and restock, it can be tricky. The worst thing is, like they were saying, you gotta not crash, and you can't miss. You're just gonna waste too much time. And you know, when you miss at the higher levels, that's like your whole order. You know, once you hit level 6, you need all 6 pizzas, or you have to go back and get more. Is one of the customers Icy Wiener? It very well could be Thor. Hope you're doing well. Your sister's going to send you the documents print out. That sounds good. Yeah, you don't want to print stuff out and waste the ink, you know. But, so that's what we're going to have to look forward to on the next stream. We're going to be doing Pizza Boy. I'm hoping it doesn't take the whole stream. A lot of the time when I think something's going to take forever, we get it pretty quickly. So now that we have a map in the game, it's definitely not your fault. Someone watching this on YouTube is like, yeah, well, I mean, the chat, my chat's not going to be on YouTube. I don't have it on screen or anything. Maybe if they're listening. I don't want to end now. I mean, you guys can, I can end. You guys can stay in chat. You know, you don't have to leave my chat just because my channel's offline. You guys can continue to chat. But I do have to get out of here. I just wanted to say that this is what we're going to be doing. So sorry, Rav, about your situation. I wish I could help. But it sounds like it's going in the right direction now. You got this. You got this. Hey, yeah, anytime. You know me, I'll stop playing the game. People can yell at me. It's fine. It's my stream. I do what I want. Right now, because it is my stream, I am going to push this button and say thank you all for being here. I'm sorry that I haven't been streaming, but you know that whole story. I'll try and be here. I'll try and medicate myself a bit more. I think it helped a bit. I just don't like taking stuff all the time because I feel like I'm on some other planet right now. But we gotta get through this game, and we're gonna do it. But yeah, so thank you all, whoever is lurking out there. Thank you so much. Of course, thank you all in chat for hanging out with me and listening to my nonsense. And I wish I could help you out, Rav, but I think you got this. And I am gonna probably find a snack of some sort, probably some peanuts and cashews, something like that. And will see you all next time. I'm just going to say next time. Cashews they're one of my favorite snacks. I love cashews so much. I don't want to keep saying I'll be here tomorrow and then I'm not here. So I'll just say I'll see you next time. I always want it to be tomorrow, unless it's a Friday. But I'm not going to say that anymore just because I don't want to get any hopes up. But yeah, I'll be back. And we're going to keep playing some Vice City. It's going to get real fun. So good night, everybody. Have a great rest of your day or night, whatever it happens to be. And thanks again.